John Avalon with a reality check.
Yesterday, Paul Gosar became the 24th congressman in history to be censured. And the vote came down to whether you think it's okay to threaten to kill your colleagues, which really shouldn't be a tough call at all, right? Especially after January 6th. But, of course, most Republicans didn't really want to deal with this. So all but two voted against it, deflecting with a flurry of campaign-style talking points like these.
I voluntarily took the cartoon down, not because it was itself a threat, but because some thought it was. If I must join Alexander Hamilton, the first person attempted to be censored by this House, so be it.
Under the Pelosi president, all the members that I have mentioned earlier will need the approval of a majority to keep those positions in the future.
So the talking points that really jumped out at me were about gas prices and inflation, and they were hit over and over again. But here's the question. Republicans blaming Biden for gas prices and inflation are real concerns. They eat into real wages, creating the feeling that the economy is in trouble, even when most indicators point to a robust recovery. But is it true that Biden's policies are to blame? Or, as the president asked the FTC, is there something more sinister at work? Well, the reality is neither side is going to be totally satisfied with the answers. Let's tackle gas prices first. They're at 7-year highs. The price of oil is skyrocketing. And typically, U.S. oil companies used to ramp up production at even the slightest hint of higher prices, as our colleague Matt Egan points out. But now, oil companies are in no rush to solve Biden's gas price problem. After the massive price crash during COVID, when the cost of a barrel briefly went negative, oil companies are taking in record profits to offset those losses. So even though oil prices have surged more than 65%, oil production is about 14% less than before COVID. They're looking after their shareholders as Wall Street applauds after a dismal decade for oil producers, even as electric vehicles threaten their long-term business. Likewise, the OPEC cartel, which could lower prices by increasing supply, is reaping profits at the expense of people at the pump worldwide. Now, both OPEC and Big Oil would probably rather have Republicans in charge, for reasons ranging from less emphasis on human rights to climate change denial. But profiteering is guiding their decisions more than just partisan politics. And while gas prices are often a political issue, there's actually very little presidents can do to lower them on their own. Tapping into the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, for example, is seen as more symbolic than market moving. But if you take a big step back, you'll see that this is a global issue. It's the result of relatively rapid recovery from COVID lockdowns and the spike in demand for oil as the world gets moving again. And that's the case for inflation as well. The global supply chain woes are just that, global. And while there are some signs of improvement, this isn't turnkey. That's why we're seeing inflation around the world. For example, China's industrial producer price index jumped 13% last month. In the UK, inflation is at a 10-year high. In Germany, it's a 28-year high. And world food prices are up 30%, according to the UN. So this isn't just a U.S. problem at all. And that's why Republican attempts to blame Biden, while politically predictable, are not all that credible. And while the trillions in COVID relief payments passed under Trump and Biden may have added somewhat to inflation, they also helped families stay afloat, save the economy from sinking. Politicos actually wanted to help families for whom inflation and gas prices are affecting most. They'd probably try to pass the Build Back Better plan because it would reduce costs for childcare and elder care while providing pre-K and paid parental leave. But when it really comes to taming inflation, the biggest impact will be Biden's upcoming decision about the next Fed chair. Because domestically, this is mostly a question of monetary policy. That said, the most effective inflation hawk who ever served was Paul Volcker, and his decision to raise interest rates definitely didn't help Jimmy Carter's reelection prospects. Bottom line, these are global problems, reflecting an interrelated world, emerging from an unprecedented pandemic. And blaming Biden alone is about as foolish as Trump saying the virus was part of a plan to rig the election. And that's your reality check.